Hey, welcome back. Welcome to another Tales from the Workshop from Mr. Jones Watches. This week I'm with Rocky Beeson, who is an illustrator and artist and also part of the team here at Mr. Jones Watches. So welcome, Rocky.
Thank you for having me.
The reason Rocky's here this week is to talk about a series of t-shirts that she's designed. Okay, so in essence, the 9 to 5 Facade is a set of 5 t-shirts that relate to the different days of the week.
Yep, exactly. And I think each kind of message really connects well with that day of the week. Each day has its own vibe, and I really wanted to illustrate that.
Cool. So we start with Monday. So as you can see on the screen, so just talk us through the inspiration for it.
So I felt that with Monday there was a universal hatred for the day, and I just wanted to be very kind of upfront and blunt about the quote. Most of us are on the way to work with a cup of coffee, but it still doesn't get rid of that kind of dread that you have inside of you.
I guess what I really like about the series is that they exist, like, if you know that this is Monday in the series, that like informs it somewhat. If you don't know it's Monday, like it's just a funny t-shirt, like whatever, it's a humorous kind of thing. Okay, so Monday. Let's go on to Tuesday.
Cool, yeah, so Tuesday I think is just that awkward day of the week where it follows Monday. There's not much really going on a Tuesday, so that's why I've called it the awkward one. And again, this doesn't necessarily have to be tied to the day of Tuesday. It could be worn by people who are a bit awkward.
No, for sure. So, like, I think that's what's, like, out of all of them is the kind of nicest that it works on like 2 levels, because wearing a t-shirt with apparently a name badge saying hello, my name is awkward is just funny. Like, it's cool.
But also I think it's quite like ironic, because a person would feel awkward, but actually you're being quite bold enough to wear something that's quite like direct.
You couldn't actually be awkward and wear it. No. Or maybe you could. I don't know.
Because,
Cool. So Tuesday, Wednesday then?
Yeah, Wednesday is one of my favourites of the week. I mean, Wednesday it's hump day. Everybody knows that it's hump day. Trying to get through that big curve to get us to Friday. And so I just illustrated a camel.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth saying as well, like the t-shirts all have like a really nice woven label that's specific to this series. So the MJW X Rocky sort of branding that we've done for it. I mean, I think like this is the one where if you know that it's part of the series, it really kind of unwraps it. Otherwise it's like mysterious, but like in a kind of intriguing way. And you've got this, quite simplistic rendering of a camel. Nice. So Thursday
I've nearly made it to Friday. Hence the finishing flags, because we're almost on that final lap, or going into that final lap. So a lot of the language that I use actually in my own work is quite upfront and rude, and I wanted to kind of incorporate that into at least one of the designs.
It's fair to say, like, during the design process, they were more sweary to start with, and I feel like it's deployed in like it has more impact. I feel if like one is sweary and the rest are not sweary, than if they've all got, like, it's not so humorous. It doesn't have the impact if so close yet so far. No. It's like, it's a bit insipid. But so close yet so fucking far is really nice. Also, I guess kind of unexpected, because it kind of looks, it could be a child's t-shirt almost.
Yes.
You know, like with the race flags and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Friday,
I think a lot of people are mentally checked out. I'm not. I can assure you.
Obvious. I mean, goes without saying that none of this relates to your working week. So Friday is the only one where the print is like 2-sided. Exactly. So it's got like I guess not quite a punchline, but like a compliment to pretending to work. So on the back, if we have a look, we've got dreaming of beer and freedom. I think originally like they were side by side, weren't they? Like on one side. I think it's really nice having the two side. Again, like, I think what's fun about them is the idea that you're walking behind someone and you see dreaming appear of freedom, like without the other side. But similarly, like pretending to work kind of works on its own, you know.
Yeah.
Like so many of us have been in jobs where we sat there pretending to work and watching the clock. So the 9 to 5 facade is available now, either online or in our Neal Street store.
Bless you.
Just talk us a bit about your practice. So you trained as an illustrator?
Yes, I studied illustration at Camberwell College of Arts. I learned how to screen print there, as well as other forms of printing, but I preferred screen printing. It was an easier way of producing a ton of prints, basically. And since graduating, I didn't really print. It was only up until recently, within the last 6 months, I started doing it again and creating my own body of work.
So talk to us then a bit about your subject matter. Guinness is for knobs. Nice.
Yes, so my work, I kind of follow like the ethos of I see it, I hate it, I draw it. Again, it's all tongue-in-cheek, it's all a joke, it's not genuine hate. But I think being in the city, there's lots of things that really kind of grind my gears, and I think that it's a mutual hate that I have, that probably a lot of other people have. I find a lot of inspiration as well, actually, on kind of TikTok, ironically, and Instagram. And I try and see if other people are also complaining about the things that I kind of make. Then I know, other people have that frustration.
Things that need cancelling, restaurants only serve small plates.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want my plate food.
Fair enough. Can't argue with that. I guess what I was going to say is I feel like a lot of kind of public discourse or public interactions are around like hate and anger, and like social media that promised this sort of utopian future. What it actually delivers is this dystopian like place where people can vent rage. It's like a kind of bile like spilling area. And I think what's nice is to kind of, it sort of references that, but it's so playful and it's so like humorous, and it's so like I guess also what it kind of says is this, like I feel this, but it's ridiculous. Like you're not presenting this as like a serious manifesto. You're presenting this as like, this thing that I hate is ridiculous that I'm worked up about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So breaking news, local millennial won't shut up about how it's wild garlic season.
Yep.
Nice. First, is it like a specific event that triggered this? It's dated 1st of April.
It is dated, yeah. So it's actually, again, on Instagram. There's a lot of wannabe chefs.
Okay.
You're just an Instagram chef. You're not a real like chef. And again, there's trends with cooking, and then everyone copies one another. And it really grinded my gears. But equally, in my own work, I'm guilty of the things I'm also complaining and being grumpy about. Like, I love wild garlic. It was in my food job every week.
The other main thing that's happened in the workshop this week is we had gardening day. So this was kind of unusual for us, the first time we've done it. We have a small garden at one of the spaces that we have on Dartmouth Road. And this was a way to get the garden cleaned and tidied up, and also to make a kind of company social, so to bring the whole team together, because we're quite split across different sites. So this was like a really nice opportunity to get everyone together in one place, and also for all the dogs to meet each other. That's all for this week. I hope it was interesting as always. Please like and subscribe to the video and share it with your friends if you found it interesting.